Let go of the weight that was never yours to carry. You don't have to hold every worry, every wound, every memory that clings to you like shadows. Some things were only meant to pass through your life, not stay inside your heart. Release them. Not because you are giving up, but because you deserve to breathe again. You have walked through nights so dark that even dawn learned your name. You faced silence that echoed louder than any thunder, and still, you rose. Not everyone will understand the strength it takes to simply keep going, but you know, and that is enough. There is a quiet kind of magic in people like you. People who keep moving forward without applause, without witnesses, without certainty. People who heal slowly, quietly, in the unseen corners of their own souls. It is the softest strength, and the rarest. Sometimes the greatest growth happens when no one is watching, when the world is sleeping, and you are learning how to rebuild your heart from the inside out. No one may see the transformation yet, but the universe does. And it is already applauding. You are not too much. Your depth is not a flaw. It is an ocean. You simply speak a language that not everyone has learned how to understand. The heart that breaks open is the same heart that learns to love deeper. Pain carved out space inside you. Space where empathy, tenderness, and truth now live. Even when your voice shakes, speak. Speak your truth gently, boldly, honestly. There is power in the tremble. There is meaning in the sound of a heart refusing to stay silent. The universe plants dreams inside those who are brave enough to chase them. If the dream lives in you, it is not an accident. It is a calling. You have survived what you once believed would destroy you, and that survival is your power. Your spirit did not shatter. It transformed. Be patient with your journey. Even miracles take time to bloom. A seed in the soil looks like nothing is happening, yet the whole world is changing beneath the surface. Your peace is sacred, protected like a flame in the wind. Not every battle deserves your energy. Not every voice deserves your attention. The way you rise after falling, that is the language of your soul. The universe has seen your courage. The stars have been watching over your becoming. Sometimes, strength looks like choosing gentleness in a world that has forgotten how to be kind. You are allowed to rest, not because you are weak, but because you are human. And even the strongest hearts need time to heal. Let gratitude be the quiet prayer you whisper between storms. A reminder that even in the dark, there is still light, and it is still yours. The pain you feel today will become the wisdom you offer tomorrow. Every tear, every ache, every moment you thought you would break is shaping you into someone who will one day speak with a gentleness that others will recognize as strength. You are a melody still being written. Do not judge the song by one unfinished note or one difficult chapter. Your story is still unfolding. Even when the path is unclear, your heart already knows the way home. There is a compass inside you, quiet, ancient, patient, always guiding you back to yourself. And one day, you will realize that the journey was never about becoming perfect, but about becoming whole. Learning to love every part of who you are, including the parts that once felt too heavy to carry. Not all battles are loud. Some are fought in the quiet spaces of your heart, where no one can see your courage but you. Your softness is not a flaw. It is the most powerful form of courage, to remain gentle in a world that has forgotten how to be kind. Even in silence, Your soul is speaking. Listen gently. It remembers truths the mind has forgotten. Healing is remembering who you were before the world taught you fear. Before you learn to shrink, to dim, to doubt, you are not broken. You are unfolding, becoming, growing toward the light. The universe has not forgotten you. It is only rearranging your path to lead you somewhere deeper, kinder, more aligned. Your heart is ancient, older than time, older than memory. It remembers stars it has never seen. It knows wonder. The love you give is the love you deserve. Do not forget to return it to yourself. You too are worthy of the gentleness you offer to others. When life asks you to let go, it is making room for something softer, something that fits who you are becoming. Rest is not quitting. It is preparing for your next rise, a gathering of strength beneath the surface. Your spirit is a sanctuary, protected from those who would enter with dirty hands. Even when you feel lost, your soul is never without direction. It carries maps the mind cannot read. But your courage can. You are allowed to begin again, even here, even now. Especially now. Your presence is the miracle someone's heart has been praying for. You may not see it, you may not feel it, but simply by being here, by breathing, by staying, you have already changed someone's world. To feel deeply is not a burden. It is the blessing of being alive. It means your heart is still open, still willing, still capable of love, even after everything it has endured. You are made of the same breath that moves oceans, the same force that lifts tides and stirs waves. There is something infinite living inside you. Let tenderness be your rebellion. In a world that has learned to harden itself, your softness is a quiet revolution. Do not underestimate it. Your tears know the path to cleansing. Trust their flow. They are not weakness. They are the water that makes room for your growth. You deserve love that does not ask you to quiet your light. Love that welcomes your brightness. Love that recognizes your depth. Love that expands with you, not confines you. The soul heals in waves, some gentle, some violent, all necessary. Healing does not move in straight lines. It moves in tides, rising, falling, returning. And every return brings you closer to yourself. You are becoming someone your past self did not even know how to dream of. You are becoming more real, more honest, more whole. The peace you seek is already blooming inside you. Water it. Speak to yourself with patience. Move gently. Rest often. You are allowed to keep parts of yourself sacred, unseen, unspoken. Not everything must be shared to be real. Even the stars had to learn how to burn before they could shine, and so will you, slowly, softly, brilliantly. The world needs the warmth only you know how to give. Your presence is not an accident. Your light is not replaceable. Your heart is not ordinary. You are here for a reason, and that reason is unfolding beautifully, even now. Your journey is not measured in speed, but in depth. Not by how quickly you move, but by how sincerely you grow. Every slow step, every quiet pause, every moment of stillness, they are all part of your becoming. You are not late. You are simply unfolding at the pace your soul can bear. You are allowed to choose softness, even after everything. Softness is not surrender. Softness is what remains when the heart refuses to turn cold. Your gentleness is proof that your spirit survived the storm and still chose to love. You have survived every moment you thought you couldn't, every night you believed would never end, every ache you feared would break you. But you are still here, breathing, rising, becoming. Remember that tomorrow when the world feels heavy again. The universe is not testing you, it is shaping you. It is carving away what no longer fits, stretching you into someone wiser, stronger, more open. Growth is rarely comfortable, but it is always sacred. And someday, you will look at your reflection and finally see a miracle. Not because you became someone new, but because you learned to honor who you have always been. Even when the world feels heavy, your heart still knows how to rise. There's an ancient wisdom living inside you, a quiet knowing that no darkness lasts forever. You have fallen before, yes, but you have also stood up again, and again, and again. That is not accident, that is strength. You are allowed to grow slowly. Flowers do not bloom in one breath, and neither do souls. Some seasons are for rooting, some for resting, some for blossoming. Honor the pace that feels like honesty. There is a quiet kind of bravery in choosing to stay soft in a world that has forgotten how to love gently. Your tenderness is not weakness. It is the proof that your heart still believes in beauty. Your dreams did not choose you by mistake. They recognized something in you, a spark, a courage, a longing that only you could carry. And even if the path is unsure, your strength has always been real, even on the days you couldn't feel it. You cannot rush the ocean. The tide comes in its own rhythm, and so does your becoming. Do not demand yourself to be healed before you are ready. Do not force your wings to open before they are formed. You are not the storm. You are the sky holding it, a vast, expansive, unbreakable openness that remembers the suns even when clouds gather. Be patient with your heart. It is still learning how to trust the light again, softly, slowly, gently. There is no need to hurry something sacred. Even in your silence, you are worthy of being heard. Your tears speak. Your breath speaks. Your presence speaks. And your journey is not invisible. The universe has watched you rise from places you thought you'd never escape. It has seen your courage in moments no one else knew existed. You are becoming something beautiful, and the world will feel it in time. You owe yourself the tenderness you offer others so freely. For so long, you have poured softness into everyone around you. Hands open, heart uncovered, love unguarded. But now, it is your turn to be held with the same gentleness you give away without hesitation. Not every chapter of your life will make sense right away. Some pages feel confusing, unfinished, full of questions that have not yet found their answers. And that is all right. Keep reading your life gently. Meaning blooms slowly, like dawn, not lightning. The softness in you is older than your pain. It existed before the hurt. It is the part of you that refuses to stop believing that warmth still exists in a world full of cold moments. Do not mistake that softness for weakness. It is ancient courage wearing a quiet face. Your soul is not tired. Only your heart needs a moment to breathe. You have been carrying so much, feelings that had no place to land, memories that lingered longer than they should have, hopes you were afraid to speak aloud. Rest. Not forever, just long enough to remember your own rhythm. Let the quiet moments rebuild you. Healing does not always announce itself. Sometimes it arrives in silence, in small breaths, in gentle pauses, in the way sunlight touches you when no one is watching. You are a place where light returns again and again, even when you break, even when you fall, even when you think you have nothing left.